Hey there guys, welcome back to my channel. Hope you all are doing great today. In today's video we're going to be moving on from the Linkin Park album series, and now we're going to move into the Nightwish series. So admittedly I've only got 2 physical copies of Nightwish, but I do also have another 2 albums on my Spotify. If you didn't know, Nightwish has had 3 singers, and the original one is called Tarja, or Tarja, depending on how you choose to pronounce her first name. That is the singer that I've always preferred because it's the original singer, and I think that she is the most talented operatic singer out of the 3. I don't have anything against the other 2, especially the newest one, which is called Floor Jansen. I actually got into Floor when she sung Ghost Love Score live on YouTube, and I was like, wow, she can sing like just as good as Tarja, but she can also mix voices and like scream as well. So I listened to Floor when she was in After Forever, which was her first rock band, and then when she was in Revamp. So personally, I will listen to only Tarja's stuff with Nightwish, but I still like the new one, Floor, with her past stuff. So Nightwish is a very operatic sounding rock sound, really. It has both rock music. They eventually got a singer, I think it was on their 3rd album. Yeah, I think it was their 3rd album, the Wishmaker album. They then got a singer to kind of do a bit of a screamy effect onto it, so then it felt a bit more balanced and a bit more heavier as well. So it's kind of a mix of operatic voices, screaming voices, rock music, and symphonic, spooky, beautiful music. Even though they are a rock band, they are a lot more emotional than normal rock bands. So I'm really excited to getting into it because, as quite an emotional person myself, I definitely feel connected to Nightwish. Like I say, within this series, I've only listened to 4 albums of them because I think they're the only ones that Tarja did. So I'm going to go from which one was produced each year. The first one was called Angels Fall First, and this was actually produced and made the year I was born, 97. So I'm going to do that one first. So this album has quite a bit of songs that I can't actually pronounce because I'm very, 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 like, dyslexic. So I'm actually going to show a short video of what they're all called, and if you're interested you can pause the video when I show you the name list, so then that way you can read them. So this is the album list of all of the songs. I can pronounce Even Path, Beauty and the Beast, The Carpenter, Astral Romance, Angels Fall First, can't read the 6th one, can't read the 7th one properly. Know Why the Nightingale, and then the 9th one I can't read, the 10th one I can't read, and the other 2 I can't read. So, with them 12 songs, I figured out that I have 5 favourites. So I think this album, even though it was their first album, I think it's almost a an album that wasn't produced and manufactured properly, because whenever I mention this album to Nightwish fans, some of them don't know it, and they get all shocked and they think that Oceanborn is actually their first one, that I think was made in 1999. So I think this album was either not manufactured right, or it wasn't manufactured to the point where it was as well known as the second one, because like I say, to a lot of Nightwish fans, the second one in their mind is the first one, even though it's not. Something that I want to say about this album is Nightwish has always had the same kind of sound where it's like beautiful operatic vocals, but then also a lovely story to every song. Like, every song is pretty much emotional, and then they obviously make the thing rock and then symphonic as well. This album is slightly different to that. They still have that operatic sound to it, and they still have that symphonic rock sound to it. But something that I really like about this first album that they did is it's almost not as dramatic and not as symphonic metal as the ones that they did in the future. It's almost more chill, almost a bit more, I don't want to say folky, because folky's not like the right word, but that kind of chill vibe where some of it's just literally guitar, but then a lot of the sounds are quite atmospheric, kind of like the kind of noise that you'd hear in a Buddhist temple. So it almost, this album has more of a spiritual vibe to it, and even though they're not really talking about spirituality within the lyrics, or that they talk about God, because they don't, but it just feels more airy and more floaty, and that's what I like about the album personally. So I've pretty much shown and mentioned all of the album tracks, and now I'm going to state my favourites. So I'm going to look to my computer and then I'm going to state my favourites. The first one is Elven Path, which is the first song on the album. Then it's Beauty and the Beast. Then it's Astral Romance. Then it's this is one of the ones that I can't really spell. It's AYMPHOMANIAC, and then a different word, and then I think that's Fantastica. So if you can spell like I cannot, then that's what that one is. And then this is another one that I can't spell. It's track 9, and it's LAPPI space PT space L space ERAMAAJARVI. If you can spell, then I'm guessing you know what that is, but you know, I can't spell it. But they are my favourites on this album. So, suppose I can't really think of like a main theme to each of the songs. So with pretty much every singer or band that I've done so far on this channel, I talk about each song in specific, and to me that specific song is saying something, where I feel like most of Nightwish's songs are pretty much saying the same story, escaping from reality, going into fantasy, childhood, and exploring things that we consider to be dark to be beautiful, and then vice versa. So I can't really talk about too much, in my opinion, what they're really singing about. But what I will do is that I'll say to people who are watching this, if you want into eerie, kind of like spiritual-esque sounding music, you would probably like this album, even though there will be some rock in there, but it's not like heavy compared to their older ones. So I think I've said everything that I need to say with this album, so I will see you guys later. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you do, give it a like and subscribe down below. I'll link my Twitters down below, my second YouTube channel where I talk about my experience as a gay guy, basically living in the world, and I'm basically the non-leftist woke version of kind of what I'm going to talk about. So I'll link that down below. So if you want to chat, tell me your experience as well, or tell me what you think of Nightwish if you know Nightwish. I'd love to hear your thoughts, and love you guys.